Hello cadets, today we discuss past perfect tense, continuation of simple past, textual grammar from this chapter, The Best Christmas Present in the World from Honeydew. And in today's class, we discuss past perfect tense, what is the verb pattern in it, and what is the difference between present perfect and past perfect for better understanding of past perfect tense. Then a few other important points. Past perfect tense. Let us first discuss the verb form. We use the third form of the verb or past participle along with the helping verb had in past perfect tense, like had spent, had seen, had served. Had is the helping verb. Spent, the third form of the verb, is main verb. Now, past perfect tense is used to talk about an action in the past which had completed earlier to another action in the past tense. But before that, let us see the difference between present perfect and past perfect to understand past perfect better. Present perfect tense, you all know, is used to talk about actions with combination of past and present, which means the action starts somewhere in the past and continues till present tense. Look at example A. I have spent 3 years in my current residence, which means living in that current residence was past action. I have given some dates as example. Let us imagine 2017 and it is now 2020. So you started living in there in past tense and it is continued till now. So present perfect tense is used to talk about actions with a combination of past and present. Now past perfect tense, almost the same, but with the combination of past and past. So by some time in the past. Now look at the example B. I had spent 3 years at my grandmother's house when I left her in 2017. So 2017 is past tense. Now I had spent 3 years indicates past perfect tense. So you are leaving in 2017 is a past action, but by the time you had spent 3 years. Now let us see one more example. I have submitted 4 assignments so far. I have taken this example of your online classes. When you submitted your first assignment, it was past tense, and you have submitted one recently, present tense. So it is combination of past and present, that is present perfect tense. Now coming to past perfect tense, look at the example D. I had submitted many of them at school when you were in school. You are all at home because of lockdown now. So by the time you left the school, you had submitted many assignments. So past perfect tense is combination of past and past. Now let us go further. Past perfect tense is used to talk about actions further in the past, which means from a point of time in the past we go back, further back. The past perfect is used when you are talking about an action that had completed at a certain point of time in the past before something else happened. So you talk about an action that had taken place before another action in the past tense. Just remember, past perfect completely in past tense only. Look at this example. I won a gold medal in Inter-House English Elocution in 2019. So in 2019 you won a gold medal and it is simple past. And before that I had won 2 medals earlier, but it was my first gold. So you use past perfect tense to talk about an action that completed first or earlier before another action happened. One more example. My grandmother wanted to teach me how to play the piano, but I had already learnt it. So, your grandmother wanted to teach is a past action, and before that, one action had taken place, that is, you had already learnt how to play the piano. Hope you are getting. Did you get it? Yes. We see example. See, I have taken it from the textbook, that lesson. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on the desk. The author, however, bought it, hoping it to restore. So the author purchased the desk, it is past action, and before he purchased, fire and water had damaged it. So we use past perfect tense to talk about an action that had completed at certain point of time in the past before any other past action happened. One more example. I left my previous school in 2018. I had spent 4 years there. So your leaving school in 2018 indicates an action of simple past tense because we are using a clear time expression like 2018. And by the time you left the school, you had spent 4 years, probably 2014 to 2018 or so. So from past to past. Now, the verbs of state and possession. We use been or had to tell a state or position in past perfect tense. Been is nothing but the third form of am, is, or, and we use it in past perfect. Example 1. I had been there for 4 years. See another example. I had been there in that school since 2015. If you want me to give one lively example, let imagine about yesterday. Let us imagine you listen to online classes of different subjects yesterday. You can say, I had been online for 2 hours before my father took his mobile. So you had been online. It's example for state. Now look at this example. Had. Has had, have had. They are grammatically correct. There is no error. You know, there are some helping verbs, 11. They are primary as well as helping verbs, which means they follow a main verb and also they form a sentence independently. So here had, one is helping verb, the first one had. The second one is the third form of have, had as the main verb. Now let us see the examples. She had a very tough time before she left the village. She had very tough time before she left the village. Suppose you want to tell it in present tense. I have very tough time now with your online classes, I think. I'm joking. I have very tough time now is present tense. I had very tough time yesterday, past tense and simple past tense with yesterday time expression. I had a very tough time. So it indicates past perfect tense. Now let us see one more example with had. I had no good friends till I met Jim and Hans in 2018. So you met Jim and Hans, two friends of yours, in 2018. Until 2018 you had no good friends. Now past perfect tense with earlier action. Past perfect tense is more commonly used as a combination with simple past tense and with these when, before and after with these conjunctions, and we use to talk about the earlier action. So when there are two actions in the past, we use the past perfect to talk about or to indicate the earlier action. So the first one. Now look at this example, very common one. I reached the station, the train left. Now let us imagine the train leaving is the earlier action. Then you can tell using when. When I reached the station, the train had left. So the train leaving is the earlier action. So we put it in past perfect. I reached the station after the train had left. The train had left before I reached the station. Did you understand now? Yes. Past perfect tense is used to talk about the earlier action. Now let me take one example from the lesson. The German soldiers had wished Happy Christmas before the English did. So in the lesson, who would wish first? Yes, German soldiers, which means the German soldiers had done it before the English soldiers did it. So the German soldiers doing first, so we indicated it in past perfect tense. Jim had spent a fine Christmas before he wrote a letter to Connie. So spending Christmas, writing a letter. Two actions in the past. Which is the first one? Yes, spending Christmas. So we put it in past perfect tense. One more example. The author went to find the address after he had read the letter. You can also say the author had read the letter before he went to find the address. One more example. Fire and water had damaged the desk before the author found and bought it. So we use past perfect tense mainly to talk about an earlier action in the past when there is another action. We also use past perfect tense with no sooner than, scarcely, hardly, and in this case also to talk about the first action, but here the time gap is almost the same, very less. Look at this example. No sooner had I taken the mobile than my father got a call. So you are taking mobile, your father getting, both are past actions but almost the same. So in the previous point what we learned, when there are two actions, we use past perfect tense to talk about the earlier one, like fire and water had damaged the desk and then author purchased it. But with no sooner, scarcely, hardly, the time gap looks very little, almost same or simultaneously. One more example. No sooner had the bell rung than all students left. Scarcely had the game started when it began to rain. Hardly had I closed the door when it was knocked. By the way, a point to note, no sooner takes than, scarcely and hardly take when. Now past perfect tense in if clause. We use past perfect tense in if clause or if condition, which is called unfulfilled or failure condition. It is also called impossible condition because this action will not take place or the speaker does not expect the action to happen. Example, if I had known, I could have told you, which means you asked me something, past tense, and I didn't tell you. Why? Because I didn't know it and I don't expect to know it again. So if I had known, I could have told you. There is no possibility. It had happened. One point here, the same expression can be told using had first and removing if. Had I known, I could have told you. Now let us see one example from the lesson. If the narrator hadn't bought the desk, he couldn't have found the letter. If there had been no Christmas celebrations, Jim might not have written the letter. Had there been football matches, the wars wouldn't have ended in bloodshed or killings. You see, this is what Hans Wolf and Jim discussed. What was the best way to end a war? Yes, a football match. Why? No children become orphans, no wife becomes a widow. It was their opinion. They felt a football match was a better way to end wars. Now, coming to negatives and questions in past perfect, it is not as difficult it was in simple past. You can simply use not or never to make it a negative. I hadn't received any invitation. Jim hadn't stopped his soldiers. And questions, in questions, you always use subject after a verb or helping verb. Had he visited you? How long had you spent in your village? So this is past perfect, cadets. I hope you have understood. Now solutions working with the language from page number 17 and 18. Before you go through these answers, I would suggest that you can once try on your own and then cross check with your answers. So from page number 17 you have to use this simple past and past perfect accordingly, and in the next exercise a few sentences have been given. You have to separate verbs indicating simple past and verbs indicating past perfect or earlier past. Thank you.